Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload, and today we have a game between Neeb and True on Odyssey, the latter edition. Two of my favorite players on Earth right now, and this is from WCS Montreal, their quarterfinal series, semifinal series, round of 4, in the bottom right-hand corner of Odyssey, the latter edition, which is the Shallows map. We have the red Zerg player from Storm Gaming and Korea. It is True. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, it is the blue Protoss player. His name strikes fear into all Terran and Zerg players' hearts everywhere from Ting and the United States of America. It is Neeb. So a PVZ here at the highest level for y'all from WCS Montreal that wrapped up about a week ago now. Oh, almost got there in time to block that expansion. Did Neeb, but no, couldn't quite make it. Is a hatch first out of True. He's not worried about what True can, or what Neeb can do early on into this game. I mean, he does kind of want to kill this probe who's playing the mineral gathering game. At least force him away for the time being. There goes the pool. Right on time for True, even though he was focusing on that probe as well. These players can do many things at once. It turns out they're really very good at that. And look at this. This game, if you haven't seen it before, the probe just basically knows if it's mining from a mineral patch, the drone can't come in and get it. It's already in use, so it bounces away. It kind of messes up the economy of the Zerg player a tiny bit. You don't see many players do this. It's really just pretty much Neeb. And I guess Showtime does it sometimes too. He likes his early probe shenanigans, but those are two of the better Protoss players on Earth. So, I don't know, maybe you should do this. Does he take some hull damage? Takes a little hull damage from that drone. Oh, accidentally got some minerals. That's the end of the game, by the way. That's terrible. Makes me sad to see that, but that's okay. Meanwhile, back in Protossville, got our second assimilator up. Got our gateway just about done, sending the probe down to throw it on a cybernetics core because the timing is impeccable because, of course, it is Neeb. It's a bit of a wide area to wall off, but if you Protoss and Terran players are struggling with that, just look at what Neeb is doing here. Look what Innovation does. Look at what Kelazar does. Almost said Kelthazar. Is that an actual name from something? Quick plug for my casting with Gauntlet. If you haven't heard of this before, I do casting with Gauntlet SC2, which is StarCraft 2, at twitch.tv/Gauntlet SC2 every Sunday at 6 p.m. I cast alongside Just Jordan. We do Grandmaster to Pro level stuff in an open tournament where the winner takes home $50 US. We've had some really amazing players show up. They might not be players you've heard of necessarily, but some really strong players. Natural, a Korean Terran player who's just been on a scary, scary tear. There's another Zerg player named Penguin, who's actually a 14-year-old Korean and not the American Penguin that we all know and love. Actually, is he American? I don't know where Penguin is from. Anyway, good stuff. Check it out. Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, United States. Third base being taken by True at this gold. Now, True's style, last time I checked, was very Ling heavy. Against Terran, against Protoss, good at Ling counterattacks and run-bys. Really just kind of tries to keep his opponent busy with Zerglings all through the mid-game, all through the late game while he techs up to whatever he needs to do. But the Lings are always ever present. They're always a threat. If you leave this door open for 4.8 seconds as Neeb, Lings are going to come in and wreck your stuff. So you have to be very tight. You have to play a very tight game against True. Just protect all your stuff if you're going to make it happen, if you're going to get a win. Oracle on the way from Neeb. This Oracle's name is Zoe. Zoe is a pacifist. Most people are confused as to how she became an Oracle pilot while maintaining her pacifist outlook. However, her commander saw a way around this by spiking Zoe's favorite drink, which is chocolate milk, with a drug that made her forget her pacifist tendencies. Wow! That's terrible. What a terrible backstory here for Zoe. All right, Zoe, I almost kind of hope you get a quick death here because you're being used to murder stuff against your will, which, bad news. Adepts coming into the third base, but yeah, True says, I know more than to saturate this when there are Adepts out and about. Queen's quick double shots off on Zoe there. Zoe pulling away, too smart to die. Third base on the way for Neeb, warping in just south of his natural, and here are the Zerglings I was talking about. Moving across the map, 16 of them, no big deal. A couple more tacked on there too. The Oracle's coming home to help defend against this. Zoe recognizes that, oh wait, this is real bad. If I'm going to save my third base, which I don't actually think I can, this is too many Zerglings. 16 Lings, taking down that probe, taking down the pylon, recognizing photon overcharge is going to be a thing. And they don't have +1 attack yet, but it doesn't matter. They have speed. There are enough of them. This is going to be a cancel. I really don't see how Neeb saves this thing. Yeah, sure. Oh my gosh, he did. No! Okay, so True just didn't want to trade. He could have gotten this if he'd been willing to sacrifice about 10 to 12, possibly more Zerglings. And a couple of Adepts getting picked off here out by a potential third base or fourth base location for Neeb. And there you go. Did he get those two? He got both of the Adepts. Look at this. The Zergling attacks are relentless here. Can Neeb save his third? This is kind of a huge deal for Neeb. He has a lot of Adepts, though. That is a good number. 7 Adepts here. Oracle in here, too, using the Pulsar Beam to take them down. Surrounding the Adepts, keeping the Adept count low here is a pretty good priority. +1 attack is done for True here. And wow, look at these Adepts. 9 of them are killed. Resources lost to this point. 1,100 for the Protoss. 1,000 for the Zerg. 37 Lings have died. Really, that many? Fair enough. That many have died. True as now actually saturating his third base. He's been doing this for a while. I just wasn't paying attention because more important stuff was happening out across the map. Roach War now coming in at 5 minutes. We'll call it 6 for True here. Robotics facility on the way from Neeb. And what else is he doing? Just additional gateways. He's getting a forge for upgrades, which is wonderful. Twilight Council, he hid a little bit. What's he doing with the Twilight Council? I don't see. He has a Templar Archives. He hasn't gotten Blink. He hasn't gotten Charge. I don't know. It's like he was planning on doing something with it, then changed his mind. But True's just going Ling. I don't know how Neeb expects anything else from this guy. Oh, the surround. Get these Lings in on this action too. The Depths in the middle of the field. Just, oh, the Pulsar Beam chasing him away. Zoe has no worker kills, but 19 Zergling kills. Are you kidding? Wow. Zoe, you're strong. More Lings thinking about going after this third. Can't do it. The way that Neeb has protected this third base has just been ridiculous. More Adepts trying to sneak on in, get some damage done at the third, which again is the gold up here. And in position to do some good stuff. Oh, only 2 or 3 Lings can attack these Adepts at any one time. Meanwhile, Zoe comes sneaking in. Zoe is the threat, though, to these Queens. They're taking her out before anything else. And 4 hit points. She does manage to escape. The Adepts still railing. Still rocking inside, transferring a couple of them, well, one of them into this fourth base location, which is just north of the natural. It's going to be confusing, but whatever. And then it's just going to be Queens and Lings here. Again, +1 attack. Zerglings, pretty good stuff. No upgrades on the Queens yet. Adepts do not have any upgrades either, except for a Resonating Blaze, which makes them pretty powerful, but still, they will eventually die here. That is just, geez. 16 Adepts have died, 77 Lings have died, 59 to 69 Harvesters. Neeb is up by 10, you guys, even after all of this that's been going on, losing these Adepts, continuing to stream these guys in here. Again, Adepts trade pretty well with Lings if they're in a good position to do so. Saving Zoe the Oracle, which has 21 kills. Again, most of them, only 2 drones died, are you kidding? Most of those kills are Zerglings, so as long as it's 21 drones, that would be Hall of Fame worthy for sure, especially against True. Adepts coming into the third base again, shading right on in here. There are 0 Lings here now to defend. Drones are forced to retreat for their lives. Lings at the top trying to pick off this Immortal. So so it's not as good against the Roaches. The Immortal is gone. Roaches made it across the map somehow from True. I do not know where these guys came from, but they're going to try to get rid of these Archons. I guess that's what the Twilight Council was for, was Archons. Void Ray coming in here too. Big warping of Adepts. Corrosive Bile with Ravagers joining the party here too. This is a really intimidating attack out of True here at the third base. Archons taking direct shots to the face with Acid, completely dead. These Adepts are still doing stuff at the third base of True, though. That's going to be a saving grace here. And still enough Roaches and Ravagers here to completely lay waste to the third base of Neeb. Immortal comes down from the ramp, already has 4 kills because Immortals are ridiculously strong. Trying to get rid of this one Immortal. Oh, gets saved by the Warp Prism. Oh, what a play there from Neeb, but then loses it to Corrosive Bile mostly here. Nope, just by losing it, I mean, it's still alive actually and has 10 total kills. Don't mind it. This Immortal is just ridiculously overpowered. 10 kills. And somehow this third base is still alive, you guys. Photon Overcharge has been a boon to Neeb right now. 5 kills, 6 kills on those pylons. And he saved it. He saved the third base. How? What? I mean, he lost 14 probes. So that's bad news, but... So Ravager gets dropped by a Phoenix and immediately killed. I am speechless, you guys. I don't know how he held that. It was just a combination of Photon Overcharge and Phoenix and Immortals. 12 kills on that Immortal. Zergling's trying to get on in here, but holding the line is an Immortal. Can't get a full surround on that with the Lings. We're still on 4 base. Oh, 4th base is up for Neeb at his gold. How does he do this? APM for these players, about 300 on average for Neeb, 342 for True. So we're pretty even on that count. Lings trying to hold the middle. Hydralisks in production for True. This is where things get a little bit dicey for the Protoss players that are largely relying upon Immortals. Hydras are so good against Immortals here. Notice no Banelings from True. He subscribes to the Falcon Paladin school of Banelings aren't great against Protoss. Even if there are a lot of Adepts, I don't know. Adepts in here do scout the 4th base, or Lings scout the 4th base. Adepts shoo those away. A couple of an Adept drop here inside the main. Enough Hydras with +2 missile attack to kill them instantly. War Prism gets the heck out of there. Hydralisks are its mortal enemy. Without question, without doubt. What do we got? +1 ground attack is done for Neeb. Upgrades for these players. Burrow, Weak Glial Reconstitution, Speed +1, melee attack, and +2 missile attack for True. Charge is done. Okay, so Charge Lot's pretty good against Hydras if they're straight up with them. And that is kind of where the Banelings need to come in. If your Protoss opponent is really strong with a lot of Zealots there, Banelings can be pretty good, but now Storm's on the way into the Temporal Archives. So, yeah, Psionic Storm, also great against Lings and Banelings and Hydralisks. Good against all of those things, really, if your opponent is going really heavy on this. Oh, a DT showed up at the 3rd base of True. All right. That's not ideal. Another DT whacking away here at the natural base. Did True not have... he didn't have Spore Crawlers, you guys. He did not have Spore Crawlers. Wow, 14 drones killed in the last little bit just from little DT harass. Are you kidding me? This DT is hiding. Is he going to be seen? He is. Didn't make the awesome sound. Another Dark Templar wandering up this way. Okay, so 25 drones have died. It's 73 to 44 Harvesters, you guys. Neeb is ridiculous. He is just abjectly terrifying. If you happen to be a Terran or a Zerg player, he's going to do okay against ya. So this 3rd base is a ghost town, for True. There are no drones here. 0. Nothing mining gas, nothing mining minerals. He's trying to get back up in his worker count, but he's worried about the attack coming from Neeb anytime soon. How did he know the DT was up here? Well, he found him. Little Hydralisk shock troops. I found the DT hiding in the top right-hand corner. It is 4 base to 4 base, which as a Zerg has got to make you feel a little bit uncomfortable. A lot of Roaches, Ravagers in play. Zerglings with the +1 ground attack. I've not worked on +2. Really focused more on this Hydra Ravager Roach composition that's moving across the field right now. No armor upgrades either. And there's a fleet beacon for Neeb. He just getting all of the tech. Whoa, big time Zealot attack here inside the main base. These guys have +2 attack. They have charge, killing that queen instantly. But Hydra Ling with Roach, pretty great, assuming, again, you can keep the Zealots away from the Hydralisks. You're going to be all right. Yeah, that would not go as well as Neeb wanted it to, I don't think, but gave him some time to get his army to move up here. He's got Adepts, Immortals, a whole bunch of High Templar, 5 of them back here. Zealots in the front, Archons, and a Void Ray. Again, another Zealot attack, trying to make something happen inside the main. Gets cleaned up, but that means some of the army for True has to stay back here to defend against this, which means they're not available for this thing. Both players are effectively maxed out. 190 supply plus each here at the 13-minute mark. Immortal almost walks into his death. He's probably dead anyway. Getting surrounded there by those Zerglings, and actually, no, saved. Great Storm. Oh, another good Storm. Just making sure True doesn't walk directly into these guys. More Templar joining the party. The High Templar are just waiting. Delicious big blocks of goopy, low HP units here. That is all that Neeb sees. Adepts Psionic transferring past this army and heading back. They're going to force True back to defend. Neeb maybe didn't have the composition he wanted. Oh, maybe he's waiting for his mothership. He is getting a mothership here and +3 attack. Perhaps he's waiting for that. Yeah, True's bringing his whole army back to deal with this group of +2 Adepts. I mean, there are 10 of them, and they are taking down drones alarmingly quickly if you happen to be True, but regardless, yeah, I mean, Neeb's on 5 bases. Did I mention that yet? He's got his 5th base up and running. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He is effectively maxed out. He's got a mothership. He's making so many High Templar. That +3 attack is seconds from completing here. It is about 20 seconds to go. And True really, I don't know if he has what he needs. He's trying to go for a Lurker Den, but the Immortal count is enough. I mean, 8 of them with +2 attack, soon to be +3. That the Lurkers, there'd have to be a lot of them to make up for that. Immortals are so good against Lurkers. Small group of DTs and Zealots trying to come on in here. True intercepts them just expertly. Shuts that thing down hardcore. 5th base coming up for True in the top right-hand corner of the map, but I don't know. He's kind of trailing. He is trailing behind Neeb right now. Mothership hanging out Reminds me of a video that I watched of the very first gameplay shown of StarCraft 2 back in like 2007. The mothership was so overpowered. It was... I'll put a link in the description, maybe. Oh, the Zealots going after this Lurker Den while the attack of Neeb coming into the front door, killing all these Overlords. Gonna supply block True, and he does. Oh, meanwhile, True is attacking into this fourth base of Neeb. There are some really nicely placed gateways, preventing that from happening fairly well here. And another attack of True going to the fifth base of Neeb as well, but there's nobody home is the problem. Where's the recall? Where's the recall? The recall is here. The recall's here at the fifth base. Storms and cloaked units and force fields making the Roaches stay behind to get absolutely massacred. The fourth base is gone from Neeb, but guess what? The main base from True is gone. The natural base from True is gone. This fourth base is seconds from dying as well. It's 195 to 122 total supply. True is still supply blocked. He has lost so many Overlords. 14 Overlords have died. Storm on top of all the units that are trying to come here from True, just scattering in left, right, getting murdered by a Psionic Shockwave. 47 damage per shot splash for these Archons against everything that True has. Evolution Chamber gonna die, and that's it. A good game out of True. True is defeated, and Neeb was victorious. What an absolutely disgusting game. That was ridiculous what Neeb was able to pull off. So impressive. So amazing. Resources lost here, about 18,000 for Neeb compared to 21,000 for True. Yeah, 242 Lings, 56 drones, 41 Roaches, 11 Ravagers, and 12 Hydralisks all died. Neeb ended up sacrificing 22 probes, 24 Zealots, 2 Immortals. Only 2 Immortals died of the 12 that he made all game. Those guys are good. Ah, our Oracle did die at some point. Zoe the Pacifist is dead. May she rest in peace. Blah. I mean, Neeb, what more can you say? Honestly, he's just that good. That good. More Neeb coming on the channel for sure in the coming days. But for now, that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.